Hello, um, hello everyone. Um, as of now, we are going to look at a PowerPoint question, Microsoft PowerPoint. I'll divide the video into two. Video 1 will cover half of the number, and video 2 will cover the other half. So this is the PowerPoint question that was done in UNEB 2023. So I'm going to do it at part 1 of the videos I'm yet to make. So here is the question: create a 5-slide presentation using the information provided in the file spots as follows. So this number here requires a student to use support folders or a support file for them to be able to answer the question effectively. So this is it. Create a 5-slide presentation using the information provided in the file spots as follows. So we're going to be using the information provided in the file spots. It's even bold. So the file spots is already there in the support folders, and it's just waiting for you to copy and paste so that you can move on with your questions. In PowerPoint, you could copy information from the file spots and paste it in your number you're doing. So the presentation is supposed to have 5 slides, and I'll be using this folder, but you could create your own folder and put PowerPoint there. So this is it, PowerPoint guide. 3 is paper 3. If it requires you to rename it with anything else, you rename it with that. Like an example of this question, they really wanted students to rename it as as their name. It was actually, it came in as the last questions. You could do that as well, but me, I'm just naming it as PowerPoint guide 3. So this is the first question. I've loaded it, and I want to use information from the spots file. So the slides are supposed to be 5. So I want to create the 5 slides in my presentation. Well, I've not been told about the types of slides I'm supposed to create. So that means that if they don't tell me about the type of slides I'm supposed to create, I use the normal layout of slide 1 being a title slide and the rest of the slides being a title and content slide. Maybe if here they wrote something like create a title and content, then here create a blank slide, create a column slide, but it's not within the question. So let me just create the normal slides that we use in PowerPoint. It's just under home, there is new slide, drop down, title slide, that is 1. Then the rest are title and content. So I put title and content, and here I go. I'm having 5 slides now. I'm having 5 slides because the question wants me to create a 5-slide presentation, and I'm going to use the information provided in a file. Of course, the file was spots, and it is in the support folder of the exam I'm doing. It was in the support folder of UNEB paper 3. I will see it. So I'm going to see it at the first question, title slide. Type the title, importance of sports in schools, and also add your name and role on the sports committee as a subtitle for the slide. So I want to first type the title, importance of sports in schools. Of course, this is my first slide. Importance of sports. Importance of sports in schools. Yes, that is the title, and it's already there. And they also wanted me to add my name and role. Name and role of a sports committee. What's your name and what's your role in the sports committee? Yes, and it is supposed to be in the subtitle for the slide. So this is the subtitle. The second box is the subtitle. So I type the name. Maybe sports head. Yes, it's what they wanted me to do in slide 1. Name and role. Any role you pick, sports head, sports master, anything, and it's supposed to be in the subtitle of the slide, and it's what I've done in slide 1. The subtitle is the second box. The first box was occupying the title. Actually, these boxes are called placeholders. This one is the first placeholder, and then the next one is the second placeholder. Okay, now these are placeholders. This first box is a placeholder, even this one is a placeholder. So slide 2, they want me to enter the benefits of sports. Remember, they told me to use this file, sports, and now I'm going to start using it. I didn't use it in the title slide because I was not told to use it. It's just type the title. You only type your title and your name, and I've done exactly that. So I'm going to go to slide 2, enter the benefits of sports, and I'm supposed to get the benefits of sports from the file sports. So here we go. Maybe heading the benefits of sports. Yes, and I want to put them in the second placeholder, and I want to get them from the sports file, and the sports file is in the UNEB subfolders. When students are doing exams, you're provided with a subfolder, and it is right here. It's UNEB sub-ICT support folders for 2023, and I'm using pp3, and here is the file sports. I just open it, and here we go. So it's already here, and it's having information I want. Actually, this is tricky to most students. You should be careful when you're reading a question of PowerPoint. They told us to use information provided in the file sports. If you don't use that information provided, if you type anything from your mind without using the information from the support folder, then you're going to be crossed. Maybe if a question does not require you to use support folders, and it's about PowerPoint, like that question that was in paper 2, it didn't require people to use support folders, but this one requires. It's even in bold. Enter the benefits, and it's having 2 marks. So I'm already having the first 2 marks. So I simply go to the support folder, I highlight only the benefits. I copy, I don't cut. Right click, copy. Okay, I go back to PowerPoint. I click at the second placeholder, not this one, but this one. I paste, Ctrl V. It's going to paste the benefits of sports. They're already there. It means that I have already answered this second slide. I go to the third slide. I do the same. I really do the same. So it's enter the sports events, and the sports events are found in the support folder as well. So I just go back to PowerPoint, slide 3. I type the sports events. Yes, and click in the second placeholder. I go back to the support folder sports. I already loaded it. The sports can lead to, let me see. Yes, actually it's kind of tricky. Sports events are not here, they are now here. So I simply highlight them, highlight the events, I copy them, Ctrl C, or you can right click and copy, go back to PowerPoint, you paste. There we are. You see, it's just moving like that when you're loading support folders. Back to the question, slide 4. Enter the table showing results of the previous inter-house competitions. So a table showing results of the previous inter-house competition, and I want to load that table from the support folder. I just type the heading, a table showing results from the previous sports competitions. So when you're loading support folders in PowerPoint, things are much easier. So easy, you complete this number within a few minutes because you're simply loading. You're not even thinking of what to type, you just load. So I want to load a table showing the previous results, and it's right here. I could right click at this symbol here. This is kind of tricky when you're loading a table. Some students have a tendency of typing, they have a tendency of doing this. Sorry, let me open it again. Some students have a tendency of doing this. They could reduce on the size of this, then they put this aside, then they also reduce on the size of PowerPoint. They create a table while looking at this one. They click at a table and they start creating it while looking at this one. Actually, that is wastage of time. It is taking a lot of time. So you don't have to do that. You just have to copy the entire table and take it to PowerPoint. Right click at this symbol. There's a symbol here. Maybe if it's not working for you, but it's better for you to copy the entire table. Right click at this, you look for the copy option, you go back to PowerPoint and right click, paste, and yes, the table is pasted at PowerPoint, and it's really fun, and it's not even wasting time. It's really a nice feature. So the table is already there. You just have to increase on the size of the table. You just go to the corners here. You hold your left button, you increase to any appropriate size you really want. That is the table having the various sports competitions. And the very last question, actually I'll stop at this question, and it's having a lot of scores for a reason. These are the reasons. Use the results of the inter-house to draw a labeled column chart. A column chart from the table. You could go with any title you want, but this is just mine. A column chart from the table. This is the table we're going to use to draw a column chart. Okay, and here we are. I want to look for charts here, then I look for column. I want a 3D. 3D is better. 3D clustered. Okay, then I go to OK. So it's going to load me to Excel and a graph. But this is not the graph I want. The graph I really want is from the table. It's supposed to be from the table. And this is the table from the support folder, the original table. So I could do this. I could copy this once again, and then I could try to take it to Excel. If it insists, then I could do it, manually. So this is it. I am going to paste it here. I want to highlight this. I paste. Ctrl V. So I'm pasting, and you see it could not be actually doing what I really want, and that's why I talked of doing it, manually. You could just reduce on the size of this. This could not take a lot of your time. If you just reduce on the size of this and then you put what here, you type. For example, the sports events, you put them at categories. You could even you could highlight them. You could highlight the entire column like this. Ctrl C. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. and you could paste it here. Ctrl V. Yes, it's really working. I'm just copying the sports activities and then I'm pasting them here. Actually, if I'm kind of varying, you could pause a bit and you see how I'm doing all this. Then we're at the next column. You simply highlight the next one like this, Luangula House, Ctrl C. Okay, take it here because it's supposed to be here. Highlight, Ctrl V. Good. Next is Africa. Highlight, Ctrl C. Of course, the Ctrl C is enabling me copy, and I could take it here. Click here. Highlight. Actually, you should have some Excel. Skills here. Ctrl V. Ctrl V. Yes, that is Africa. And the last one is Aga Khan. Highlight. Ctrl C or right click, copy, then take it here, highlight, Ctrl V, paste. Yes. So it means that I've plotted the graph using the information from the table. Actually, it's kind of tricky because if someone's supposed to type one item at a time, it is time wasting. It's better use this method I've been applying here. So you close Excel because you no longer need it. Your graph is already here. You can also close your graph. Now back to my column. This is my column. A column was having these 4 marks for a reason. That technique I was doing, and a graph should have a title, should have the axis, should have a legend. If I want to put maybe axis here, I could find axis at chart element under design using the Excel knowledge. The chart elements, you actually get them after clicking at your graph. If you don't click at your graph, you click anywhere else, you see that the tabs are ending at view. But if you click at your graph, it's going to add a design and a format tab. So you need a design under the add chart element. You go to axis titles, then you look for primary horizontal. It is the x-axis. You erase this data here. You type the data that is favorable. Now these are maybe activities, sports activities. Yes, and the y-axis is also under the chart element, but under axis titles, primary vertical, that is the y. And I think these are points or scores. Yes, so it means that the graph is complete, and it's only remaining with maybe a title, chart title. You could actually put an appropriate title, maybe a column graph from the table. It's really nice. Now here is a scenario where you're having a graph and it's not having a title. You could click at your graph, then back to design, chart element, you look for title, chart title, it's always above. Okay, you erase this, you erase that, and you type an appropriate title. Yes, for example, a column from, actually a column chart from the table. Yes, back to design, then chart element, chart title, above. I erase this, and then I paste Ctrl V. Yes, or you can, add on the length of the title. So that's how you were supposed to draw the graph in that number, and it's the last bit for now. It is the last question for now, and next the rest of the questions will come in in the next video. Okay, nice time.